Excuse me.
There we come. Okay.
Yep, got it.
Okay, got it. Boom. Game on. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, that was sad to hear about Brother George, wasn't it?
Oh man, and the thing is apparently something definitely had to be going on with him because they say his entire family was there when he passed away. So apparently George was dealing with something and none of us was aware.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good to go back and look at some of them old fights, though, man.
Yeah.
He was a powerful dude.
Man, look at here. I mean, and the way it just seemed Ali just outsmarted them cats.
Yeah.
Rope-a-dope. Yeah, remember that?
And did y'all see that clip where Evander, I put a clip out there with him and Evander.
Yeah.
And, Evander said he was slow as Christmas, but when that sucker get there, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That dude, man, I admire the way he reinvented himself. I mean, as a young person, he was more introvert, angry. But man, when he came back, the new George Foreman, I mean, that personality, that charisma, that's what put his name on the map. Everybody. I know how, Chad, I know you had one, bro, man. I know y'all had a George Foreman grill. I had about a couple of them.
Oh, yeah. True, yeah.
But when he first won the Olympics, he was actually the darling of America because you remember he used to hold that little flag in his hand like Don
all
King.
the time. He used to always hold that flag.
And he was like the darling of the world at that time for the Olympics. But like Mike said, when he became a champion in heavyweight title, he had a real mean persona. And then in Zaire with him and Ali, he really, because did you see that clip where he said he wanted to kill Ali?
Yeah.
Because he was not celebrated as the world champion. The world champion in boxing, especially heavyweight champion, is celebrated all the way around the world.
Yeah.
But they hated him. They was Ali Boumaier, Ali killed him. And because Ali was so popular, he transcended any sport. Boxing, football, basketball, whatever. Ali transcended all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali was a marketing genius, man. When you look at
he was something.
He was before his time.
I mean, even when he wasn't boxing and he was doing an interview and they was talking to him, and if they went off the script about something, he straightened them out right then and say, no. and just like I can't remember who that was, kept calling him Clay.
Yeah, and he whooped that man to bed.
Oh man, he looked like he wanted to whoop that.
Said, why won't you call me by my name? Your name, Clay.
Yep. Like I said, he was a marketing genius, man. I mean, you look at him, and you look at people like Dion. They learned from Muhammad Ali. I mean, that dude, and look, don't think it was by coincidence that he hooked up and connected with Howard Cosell. That was by design. Trust me. Because he said, look, I got to hook up with somebody that's going to take me not just from one race, that's going to be a connection to the mainstream also. So they had that thing. Like, they had some famous one-liners, where the Howard Cosell said, well, Muhammad, they say you're not the man that you used to be. Well, Howard, your wife says she's not the man you used to be.
I remember that, boy.
Ali now you were quick on your feet. Like Ali was very quick on his feet, man. And Andy, he's a precursor to Andy because Ali could pump a rhyme out like that, like one of them rappers freestyling, man.
Oh yeah.
So, and just look how important he was. We started this off talking about George, and George deserved all the credit he could get.
Yeah.
But we pivoted and started talking about Ali, man. But you're right, that grill made him much money, man. I remember Evander Holyfield later tried to have some barbecue sauce. I don't think it ever took off.
Never took off.
Yeah,
but George had that personality, though.
Yeah. And the work he did in Houston, people don't talk about that as much. He grew up in a place called Fifth Ward. I remember Fifth Ward. That's like one of the worst areas in Houston. And he came out of Fifth Ward, man, to become a champion. And he always gave back to the community, man. And he was one to always give back. You know, had all sons named George Foreman. George one,
man.
George two, George three.
Yeah, and that's amazing when you mention that, because see, it was my dad, it was me, then my son shed, and then he got his son shed, and
right.
And I never forget, boy, it was one Thanksgiving, Mama was hollering, boy, she say, "Shedrick!" I ain't moved. I say, well, Mom, if she don't, because whenever she called me, she don't usually call me Shedrick. But she kept yelling, "Shedrick!" Daddy told me, boy, you better go see what your mama want. I say,
right,
Daddy, ain't no use to you even trying. You know she calling you. She don't call me Shedrick.
Right.
And I was in there, Daddy was in there, my son was in there, and my grandson was in there, and all our names were Shedrick.
And they knew
ain't nobody moved. Boy, Mama came in there with one of them old broom handles.
Right. You knew I was talking to you.
Hit Daddy.
Yeah.
Pop, hit me. Hit Lil Shed. Then hit his son. I said, Mama, why you hit me? She told me, I don't give a damn. She said, I hollered for Shedrick, and ain't neither one of you bastards moved. And I know we record, but boy, she say, the next time I holler Shedrick, one of y'all better get up.
Right. Somebody better move.
She say somebody better move. So I can imagine around there in that house with Forman.
Yeah.
And the boss lady hollered, George.
Oh yeah.
Somebody
they knew
better
which
move.
one. They knew which one. Yeah. That's something that.
So Shed, how many of y'all were named Shed?
It was 4 of us. You got me, my dad, myself, my son. I got my son Shed, and then he got his son Shed.
Wow.
So actually, and believe it or not, my son, he had a son before his son would have been his very first child. He had named him Shed, but he didn't. He only lived like a day and a half.
Oh wow!
Oh man!
Wow.
So
hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I say, but other than that, yeah. So I can imagine when he get going, he may name his son Shedrick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Keep the legacy going.
Do y'all see anything on the screen?
I saw something coming up. Yes.
It's well, let me see. Does it play?
George.
Yeah, it's playing.
Yes,
do you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. Refereed around the Cincinnati and Pittsburgh area for a long number of years. Just look at this.
Lyle
yeah,
I remember Ron.
If he's to continue, he'll be 34 years of age shortly. Forman was just 27. He's got to win. A wild, almost amateurish right as Lyle came charging out. Ali's got an 11th round TKO.
I had a thing of highlights of it. I wanted to show that, but I couldn't find it.
A good right by Lyle. A good right by Lyle, and he's got Forman in trouble. He's got him in trouble. George staggering off the ropes, and Lyle all over him.
George
a surprising trend of events. George looking over here to Gil Clancy, sitting right next to me for instructions. You see George in trouble. A late flurry by Lyle, staggering George.
As I said before, Howard, it shows that Lyle has no fear of Forman. None at all.
No fear in Lyle.
He got a good one in there, too.
You see that one?
Lyle with a good left. George fighting back now.
What's up, bro?
That could be a mistake. Kenny.
What's up, Arthur?
Yelling to Forman, keep those hands up.
Now
Lyle is hurt. Now Lyle is hurt. Quickly, Forman landed a left and a right and another left, and Lyle's in trouble. He's against the ropes, trying to cover. Now let's see if George has learned what to do with an opponent against the ropes. Certain it is, he didn't know what to do in Zaire. Look at that left of Forman get in there. And it's a different Lyle now. He's a little shaky.
Yeah. What'd you say, Art?
The legs just a little rubbery.
What did you say?
Forman is a tremendous.
I saw this clip a couple days ago. I didn't know anybody could take Forman punches.
I told you we'd have a slug.
Yeah. Forman took some punches too.
Yeah, he did. He hitting him with
them cats going at
it. Forman considered one of the harder punches.
Forman punching room.
Oh yeah,
those guys power.
then this is all in Forman's favor.
What they call him,
Foreman
haymakers.
a big guy. Look at them all. Foreman teeing up, bam.
Where the boxers, kids playing.
But both of them guys are big.
A good right by Lyle. That's correct. Chet Forty, our producer.
Woo, look at that to the body, to the face.
Round. And Lyle all over. Lyle has Forman in trouble. Forman is down. It started with a right, then a left. Forman looking over here. Lyle to the neutral corner. His mandatory 8 count. Forman trying to hold together, trying to keep his senses. Lyle putting on a tremendous demonstration. Well, in the 15 months since Zaire, he's been relatively inactive, except for that charade in Toronto against the
first one after Zaire.
Now Forman fighting back.
Ali.
Wow.
Oh, Forman is in trouble.
Man,
Lyle caught him with a good left. Now George, now George struck back. Now George fought back with a magnificent right.
With nobody better than Howard.
George fought back. Lyle was George with that punching power that we talked about in prior fights. Lyle is now ready to go against the ropes. He is Lyle trying to swing back. This is an artistic. Only 10 seconds left in the round.
Oh, man.
Now Forman was staggered. Forman was staggered by a Lyle left. Forman goes down.
Get out of
Forman
here.
goes down. Lyle fights back. Forman, there's no saving by the bell, but Forman is up.
George is using his strength. He was hurt. He comes back and he staggers Lyle. Forman goes down there with. I think Lyle has the middle edge right here.
A good left by Lyle. Forman holding on.
Here we go, Howard.
Staggering all over the ring. Lyle against the ropes, trying the left uppercut. Advice, and yet he doesn't even seem to be with it. Kenny made the point that George's hands are down, and so they are.
This is really a heavyweight fight, Howard. It's total guts here and power.
George got a series of left jabs in there, then a right. Good right uppercut by Lyle. Forman again in trouble. You see him falling forward onto Lyle.
Time for somebody to go to sleep.
Man, that's crazy.
Now it's Lyle. Now it's Lyle.
Man, anybody could have
What
won
an
this fight
incredible fight.
Yeah.
Utterly without boxing
I was gonna
skill.
have my more
Just
legs.
punching away. Each fighter in turn leaving himself open.
Both men are really working here. Forman's using his power and Lyle's waiting just a little too long. They're both fighting. Forman. Lyle's got to come back with
Now
him
it's
down.
Lyle down to the canvas. Forman
almost went
punching him
down there,
again and again and again when it looked like George was done. This time it may be over. This time it may be over.
Lyle's not going to make it, Howard. He's not going to make it.
A knockout in the 5th round.
Man, I never seen that. I don't remember saying, man, that's
You never saw that
crazy.
one, Mike?
No.
Oh my
Now,
God! What you think now?
Man,
What
they
you
were
think
going
seeing it for the first
blow,
time?
Bruh. First of all, both of them cats could take some punches, bro.
Woo!
Yeah.
Man, you got heavyweight hitting you like that, snapping your neck, and you
At,
still
at
standing
one
up.
point, both of them have hit the other one and lifted
exactly.
him off the ground.
Yeah. I saw Lyle taking some punches. This is crazy. Both of them.
Like
Both of them.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
and they kept coming.
One day we'll put up that first round of the Hearns Hagler fight. That was something else too.
That's what whoever sent me something say. Yeah, those two was two of the biggest dog fights or whatever you call
Oh
it.
my God, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to lose a couple of years off your life in that fight. You know?
Oh yeah, easy.
It was, but that one with Hagler, was that the one looked like when Thomas was running a little bit?
He might have. I'm not sure.
If it was at the end. But they
That
was
was at
going
the
for it.
end,
They were
see,
going
It was similar to this.
Yeah,
What
it
it
was
went about
similar to that.
about 3 rounds or something? Did it go?
Yeah,
I don't
was
know,
it
but
one-
that first round was
I remember.
woo. That was a legendary round.
yeah.
So, yeah, no. Brooms, what's been happening with you, man?
Hey man, not just taking care of a lot of stuff, man, related to my retirement and this and that.
Right.
Happy
All that
retirement,
stuff.
brother. Happy retirement. I
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
about your event
Congratulations.
going on today.
I was about to ask you how your retirement was going.
It's going good, man. You know, like I'm still. It's a lot of stuff as far as this and
Paperwork.
that benefits here,
Yeah.
healthcare. You know, so I'm getting all that. You know,
Right.
I'll be getting my first retirement check. I haven't gotten a retirement check yet, so
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, man. But
Was you gonna get about 4 or 5 of them?
the 4 5, you know.
Hey,
Hey,
Room
man.
gonna be
I have enough to live on comfortably.
That'll
room
work.
gonna be
know.
in the island somewhere with one of them fruity drinks with an umbrella in
You know, so I was
That's
planning
what's
on
up.
buying me a vehicle in a couple of months, but my darn transmission went out on my car. So I got to decide whether I'm gonna, patch it up. Well, you can't just patch up a transmission. It's gonna be a few thousand. But I wish it was just, within a couple more months, when I can, did things on my own terms.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it. Yeah, but that's how things go in life.
Yeah.
all I got is an Uber card.
What you gonna
I got an Uber app, if
you
yeah.
gonna get rid of it, Art, or you gonna keep
I was saying when I took it, had it towed, and I said I'm not gonna spend over 700. But now I'm up to three. I may keep it and just it may fix it up. This will be a $3,000 problem, $3,100 problem, give or take $3. But
Right.
if I put that in, I may not look for a new car as early as I thought I would look.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
there ain't no telling, man, with all this tariffs and stuff, I was gonna get a foreign
Yeah, they
car.
say about to go up. They hit them.
Yeah, they
hit
talking about putting tariffs on all
put a
the
25%.
yeah,
Oh,
on all the
Yeah.
cars that's not built in the US. They
Definitely not. Look, I bought a piece of music equipment off the internet. It was back ordered. When I first ordered, there were no tariffs. It was $149. When it shipped here, the price had gone up $60 to $209. They did honor the fact that I had ordered it before the tariff, so they gave it to me for $149. But everybody buying that new, that's $60 more added on right there.
But see,
that's 40%.
Really, and he hadn't ordered the tariffs until April the 3rd, I thought.
No, this happened the tariff went in effect before this happened.
Because I know the thing I read said I thought it said it's going to be April the 3rd before.
That's the auto tariff.
Yeah,
there
that's
were other tariffs that went
different
in.
tariffs already going in.
Oh, you're not talking about the one. Oh, you talking about the one for the
whatever with China, I think.
China, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. Okay.
And that was before, because the stuff arrived a few days after that tariff had gone into effect, and the price jumped from $149 to $209.
Yeah,
that's 40%.
Well, your boy, he said something about today is the first day of our beginning of our liberation.
Who said this?
Trump.
Liberation from what?
Mean? Yeah, I don't know what the hell he just say it. I mean,
who knows what he said? Nobody know what he's talking about. He's saying
first day of our liberation. Come on.
What is he?
Your liberation from the dollars in your pocket, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome, brother Andy. You just missed a great fight, man. We had that George Forman Lyle fight on. You just missed it.
Oh man, I tell you, when somebody passed, sometimes a lot of things come out that you didn't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a solid brother. I know that.
Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt. He
had the
in the ring and outside the ring.
Yes. Real interesting.
Yeah. Y'all know the backdrop to that George Forman grill. They say that they originally offered that thing to Hulk Hogan. That's what the word is.
Okay.
And,
the grill.
Yeah, and Hulk didn't call him back. They left him a message. He didn't call him back. And we got home to call him back. George Forman had contacted him, and he said, "I'll do it." But their first choice was Hulk Hogan. But you see how God works.
Hey, it don't even sound right, does it? The Hulk Hogan.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
No. George funny. That put his name. Huh?
Is that product still out there, that George Foreman grill, or is that obsolete now? Do they still do it?
That's a good question, because I got a couple of them. I think
they may still have them somewhere.
Yeah.
I had one back in the day. Yeah, okay.
Just about everybody on this call, I bet, had one.
Yeah, I definitely had one.
Yeah,
I had a couple of
too. That was before the air fryer. That was a way to get the grease out.
Matter of fact, y'all keep talking. I'm gonna see if it's out here. Y'all keep
Yeah,
talking.
now
I'm
the air fryers ain't nothing but the truth. I don't know how much y'all have used them, but
that's almost all I use,
man.
I use it all the time.
All the fat go to the bottom, so you know.
You put a Cornish hen in there yet?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Well, I
sir.
haven't.
Don't they come out straight, don't they?
Yes, sir. I done put everything in there.
Yes,
hamburger, Cornish hen, chicken,
yes,
steak.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because I was telling the missus, I said, put the Cornish hen in there. She said, you ain't got to. We did it once. She said, boy, look at here. This is it. And we've been doing all we always do fish on Friday, and we've been putting the fish in there.
Okay, I hear you.
Yep.
Hey, did you have yours turn, or see? I cut mine in half and just cooked it like that. But some of them have a rotisserie type of thing in there.
Yeah,
so you can use that.
I just have mine laid out.
Yeah, me too.
And do it good.
Yeah. Look at you rubbing your head, boy. It must have been good.
I done did lamb chops, you name it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I found a statement.
Shady Grady, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Grady?
Grady.
Grady. Hey, just to let y'all know, the George Foreman grill is still selling it. Walmart got it, Target's got it, and actually, I'm gonna tell you, in its passing, sales probably gone up even more now.
Right.
Yeah. You know how that thing works.
Still get some royalties from it. They're going to George Jr.
Yeah, George.
Right. One of them Georges. Yeah.
George the Fifth. All of them get it.
Yeah.
Were you about to say something?
What's that?
I thought you were saying something.
Oh, I found this statement that Trump said. Check this out. I know we got to get back to it. He said, "This is the beginning of Liberation Day in America." The president said at the White House, "We're going to take back just some of the money that's been taken from us." Well, who the money we going to take? Who we get money from, and how we going to see it? You know what I mean? It's like he's a mess, man.
I ain't got time.
We're going to take the money back. Prices going up all over the place. He talking about we taking some money back.
Who he taking it from us?
Right.
That's one. That's right. Definitely so.
Yeah. All that craziness.
Yeah, well, what do you think about the Bulldogs? I guess they got knocked out pretty early. They didn't belong in the
NCAA.
And they went against that buzzsaw Gonzaga. Georgia ain't got no top guns.
When I turned it on, Georgia was down 22-2.
They felt good by even making it.
Yeah.
Because they said they hadn't even made it in over 15. I think it would be 13.
Y'all, we talked about this, I think, a little last week.
Uh-huh.
Georgia Tech and Georgia have no excuse, and to a lesser extent, Georgia State. All these athletes come out of this state.
Yeah.
College basketball. I mean, even Mickey Clayton last week talked about several players, both female and male, who came out of Georgia, who was doing things down in Florida.
Right.
Why can't the university? I can see Tech because of their academic standards sometimes, but why can't the University of Georgia attract 5-star basketball players?
Exactly. They got all that money down there.
It means something going on under the table we don't know about.
That don't seem to be a priority to me.
Say that again, Ernest.
I say it doesn't seem to be a priority, as far as the basketball team. I mean, they have a decent basketball team, and they seem to be okay with that,
Yeah.
Well, what do they have? Is the facilities below level, or is it what is it?
I don't know.
They don't invest in coaching.
But y'all remember when Tubby Smith was there? That place was rocking.
Yeah, he was the last good coach. And then they got these people like Ron Jerza and all these no names.
That could be a start.
Yeah, you had Hugh Durham, then you had Tubby Smith, and after that, it's all been downhill.
It's been downhill.
But there's something right there. Then they won't invest in a big name coach.
Right.
Exactly.
That'd be a start.
Exactly.
Yeah. So since Dominique Wilkins, who the baddest man came out of Georgia?
Your boy Ant-Man was at. He was only there for a year. Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards.
That was it.
Oh, that's right.
But between Anthony Edwards and Dominique, I don't know. So you had some guys who made it to the NBA, like Terry Fair made it to the NBA with Indiana. I'm trying to think who else made it. Did anybody else make it all?
That boy from Douglas High School that we had on the. What was
his name, Mike?
What was his name? Right until my tongue. With a J.
Georgia Tech
Jarvis.
yeah.
Was it Jarvis?
Well, y'all
Georgia
know,
Tech
y'all
had
know
some, but
Walt Frazier was from here too, right? I know that.
yeah,
right?
with the Howard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Georgia Tech had a
University of
lot of.
Georgia?
No. He didn't go to the University.
No, he didn't go. No, he didn't go to Georgia.
He didn't go to
you got a lot of
college
good
here. He
athletes,
went to high school.
High
here.
school.
Howard High, not Howard University. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Chris
he was
Bosh-
out of
Chris-
Bowen Homes though. Yeah.
Chris Bosh went to Georgia Tech, right? He was Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Chris Bosh.
Right.
That's another
Georgia
guy.
Tech had a whole lot of
Then you
players.
had that point guard,
Kenny
white
Smith,
guy.
Kenny
Anderson.
last name?
Yeah, Kenny
Ken Anderson, Stephon.
And then what's the Mark Price?
Price.
Mark
Price.
Stephon
And
Kirby.
you had a couple of those big
And then
guys.
your
You
boy
had
from
John
Tech,
Sally.
Then he go to
They
Orlando,
killed
what
his
his name?
3D.
3D.
Your boy. Yeah.
And a couple other guys.
And what's the other guy from New York? Stephon
Marbury.
Marbury. Yeah.
Marbury.
He was a baller.
Yeah. It's what I heard. Maybe not now, but he was over in China. I think isn't he the one that's doing?
He was
something
balling over in China. He was a star
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, he's still trying to play ball.
You know, Smooth was over in China for a little while. Josh Smith, I don't know whether he's still over there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Smith, who used to play for the Hawks.
Yeah.
I was wondering what happened to him because he seemed to just dropped off the map after he left.
For some
here.
reason, when he went to Detroit, they gave him a big contract to go to Detroit. But after a year or two, I think they just paid. They were still paying him and told him to leave. They didn't want him no more. You know.
I don't know if I go to China after that old girl got stuck over there.
Who did?
Over in
old girl got stuck in Russia. She's on the dream now. You know,
China and Russia, two different things.
You know, Grimes is on the dream now. Andy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so he's gonna go down there and see her.
Yeah.
Watch that.
He said,
she
she
on
the dream down there.
I remember when I
That's what she
showed that
sound like.
clip. When I showed that clip of them basketball girls fighting, I think Art kind of dug that, you know.
No,
I like athletic women too, man. You know.
Yeah. She wouldn't be my choice.
Oh, I wasn't talking about her. I was just talking about when the Atlanta. Y'all remember that clip where the Atlanta Dream they got into a brawl with somebody out there. Yeah.
Hey.
But actually, for me, Griner doesn't look bad in the face. Her voice is very deep, you know.
Yeah, it's very deep.
Don't find her to be feminine to me.
She got a zillion tattoos.
She got no
I'm not a tattoo person.
at all.
Yeah.
They play off Camp Creek. Where they jam at?
They used to play down there where the G League team played, but I heard they were getting a stadium, something built. I don't know whether it's built.
Somewhere where they were playing somewhere in the Camp Creek South, somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
that's where the G League team is in Camp Creek.
That's it. Yeah. Exactly.
I think 2 Chainz was over it.
Right, 2 Chainz, I think owns that place or something.
Yeah, he does. I think he
got some money in
interest in it. Yeah.
What's the G League schedule? What do they play? Do they play the same time? They play. They don't play the same time the NBA plays, do they, or do they?
Yeah, that same time of the year. Right? I think they do.
Oh, do they? Okay.
I think they do. I will have to check and see. Ray, real quick. Speaking of women's basketball, I want to show y'all this, man. This broke my heart, but I want to show y'all this. Hold on. Let's see.
On the shot clock.
Y'all here?
Area on the switch.
With Juju.
Defense from the Trojans and
I was watching that game.
I was watching that game.
Right knee quickly grimacing in
that hurt
pain.
me, man.
Are they gonna show it again, Mike?
Yeah, they'll show it again.
Any status on
Juju Watkins?
That's a bad girl, man. Keep all out.
Well, did she break her leg or what happened?
No, ACL.
ACL. That's what it looked like. ACL.
Extended that knee.
She hyperextended it. Oh my God! You ever hyperextend your knee? That hurts, man.
Yeah, it hurts like hell.
They were saying this gonna cost her a lot of money because during the tournament is when America get to really look at you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that ACL ain't no joke, boy. It feel like your leg coming off.
Yeah, I hadn't heard no status since that game.
Aaron Tillman is the athletic trainer for USC. She was the first one out there.
Well, it's good that
They
ACL
determined the ACU.
is not necessarily a career-ending injury no more. Used to be in the past, that was it.
Oh yeah, they come back quicker. But shit, they ain't really much. They pretty much determined that it's an ACL and it's gonna be deep in the next season before she
return.
She's gonna play again, but it won't. It's a long time before.
That rehabilitation ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me,
man.
That thing is real.
It determines if it's a tear or just. I know my ACL went. It was shredded, and when they replaced it, I think they took some of the lineage or whatever they is
ligaments,
ligament out of my kneecap. And then 6 months later, I'm getting ready to go back to work, and I'm playing with my son around the house. I went to make a fake, chase him around the table, and I chased, fake one way, and the next thing you know, my kneecap just popped.
Oh my God!
In two, and it's like 6 months later.
That had to be an excruciating pain.
Man, what you talking about? All I could do is just drag to the front porch. I think my mom stayed. I think probably about 10, 15 minutes away. I had her to come by, and I just drug it into the car, man. And I can feel the ligament, the kneecap. It's like in, I think, two pieces.
Oh my goodness!
And man, you talking about her?
What was your son saying, "Daddy, Daddy"? Or you didn't even hear him?
Yeah, it freaked him out,
because
because I just went backwards. It just snapped.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness.
It didn't. I ain't hit it or nothing. It just, I guess that pressure
just went out on.
It just went out.
I had my injury. The only knee problems I had in my whole career was I got into a fight with a guy, and I had his ass down on the ground pounding him, and the guy came up behind me and pulled me backwards over my legs.
Ooh,
and that and put me backwards over my knee like that.
Right.
And when I tried to stand up, because I was getting ready to hit his ass too, and when I tried to stand up, my leg went back, just came right out from under me.
Bruh.
But it took me probably about 8 months to get right.
Was it ACL?
No, well, I didn't go to the doctor or nothing. I knew it had been, like I said, I knew it hurt bad. I could still walk on it. I had to limp on it, but I limped on it for a long time. Wow. Then I started working it out the last 4 months, and so that's why I was able to, get back to normalcy.
Oh,
that's
man.
like that football injury right there. A lot of them go back.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something hurt worse than that. When you hit that sucker on the edge of a table.
Oh yeah, that hurts bad.
My God.
Yeah.
Man.
That's like hitting that toe.
Right.
Oh, and look, and the pain is delayed, and it's coming. Like, here it comes.
Right.
Oh,
and you want to hit it back, but it ain't gonna feel that.
That's why Rich Pryor say, if you ever wanted to get a joker in jail to talk, say go buy him some shoes 2 sizes too small.
That's right.
For sure. Hey, real quick, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all this. Let me know what y'all think about this. All right. Now I got mixed emotions. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Let me show you this real quick. Here we go.
I think if you love post play, you'll be tuned in tomorrow night's K-State Kentucky game. And if you love Juju, as most of the people in this facility do, they just keep lining up to get selfies and autographs.
Well, Juju's not going anywhere. Jaden Daniels isn't going anywhere. They're hanging around for Cal and Mississippi State.
Well, are they gonna show it? No, they didn't. Okay.
Game 1.
I tell you what it was. They were having a conversation, and the mama just came up and just sat in between them, like, cut this off.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I saw that too.
That ain't cool to me.
That ain't cool at all, man. I mean, that, and the girl, she looked like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And you can they say she's a very respectful young lady. She gives back to the community. She got her own money already, and for the mama to do that, man, I mean, I mean,
that wasn't cool, man. I mean, the man, he's a grown man.
He's a grown man, and she's a grown woman now.
Yeah.
What happened? What was it?
Mom didn't want them conversing for some reason.
Yeah. And just came and sat in between.
He was doing what a normal young man is gonna do, man. With a pretty woman, having a conversation, doing his thing. And Mama came and sat between them.
Jason Tatum's mom?
Jalen Daniels.
Jalen
quarterback
Daniels.
for the Commanders.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Find that. I'm see if I find it. I mean, and it's so disrespectful. And the thing of it is, I mean, they were flowing, having a nice conversation. They look good together,
Yeah.
And two quality people, and they just having a conversation. Mama saw it. She just came in there and just sitting between like, I don't believe this.
Say this ain't going down.
It ain't going down.
They
like
go
this.
that string, that apron string.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
Now, my mom embarrassed me one time. I wasn't supposed to be on the phone past 9 o'clock.
Back
when I was real young. I'm on the phone getting my Mac on with my girl and everything. My mom picked up the phone. Fonzo, what you doing on this phone? You need to be in bed. That was so embarrassing, man.
Been there, done that.
Man, that was embarrassing. Did you do it to your son or what was done to you?
Done to me. But you, like you say, and see, I had 3 other brothers and 2 older, so everybody raced to get their time because if mom expecting a call, nobody getting on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
My mama wasn't expecting a call. She just found out I was on the phone. Past my time to be on it. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Okay, hold on.
Sarah Matter. I want to find and kill people who murdered my wife.
You might be the smartest person in the CIA, but you're just not a killer.
Yeah, but this is embarrassing to me.
Yeah, it is. All right.
One earlier today here at USC, Juju Watkins had 22 points as USC took out UNC Greensboro by 46, 71-25. UNC Greensboro held to 13% shooting by USC's defense. They really turned up the defense. That helped turn that game around. So USC will take on the winner of this game on Monday. And as this Regional 4 Spokane continues to play out, the winner here from USC Monday night will take on the winner of tomorrow's game between K-State and Kentucky next weekend.
That's not the same.
I think if you love post play, you'll be tuned in tomorrow night's K-State Kentucky. And if you love Juju, as most of the people in this.
Oh, there go Jaden Daniels.
I'll try to find it. That wasn't the one though. I'll see.
Y'all wonder where their mama just coming in and just disrupt everything.
Yeah, interrupts him. Yeah.
Did y'all already talk about the running backs?
We haven't talked about what we were talking about on the chat.
Yeah.
No, we haven't mentioned that yet.
Cause y'all do know that William Andrews was faster than both of them.
Yeah. I don't know what was he?
Yes, he ran a 4.4.
Well, that
William Andrews and who?
That was just a side thing. The big story we was talking about the running backs overall.
Yeah, but what I wanted to do though, that was just the beginning. What I wanted to do is pair 2 running backs against each other. The first being Earl Campbell and Derrick Henry. The second one I wanted to do, but I want to throw it out to everybody. Let's do pair against each 2, and then we'll do who we rank at from 1 through 10. But that was the first one. The second one I was going to do was OJ against Barry Sanders, but I've already done one. So somebody else, let's do one back against another one. Do a few of these and then come out with our list.
Okay.
Barry and OJ, I guess that's about right. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
2 very similar type, but we don't have to do that one next. I mean, since I picked the first one, somebody else can pick the next one, or we can do Barry against OJ. I mean,
how about let me see, who Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith? They play the same era.
Yeah, that's a good pair too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find Walter Payton's top 10. But Art, after I looked at Derrick Henry's
stats,
after I looked at his stats, he goes head to head with Earl Campbell pretty good. Earl Campbell, well, as you said, was very good for 5 years, but they ran him in the ground, man. Like you said, he saw contact.
Yeah.
It was a combination of that. Because what's his name? What was Phillips? Bum Phillips.
Bum Phillips ran him to death, man.
But you got to admit, though, sometimes Campbell's style wasn't about running around nobody.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he ran.
Even though he could.
ran.
His style was about just being a grown man and just.
Yeah, right, so that's going to bring you down in the NFL. A situation like that, you're going to win the battles, but you're not going to win the war.
Not as long. Y'all remember,
right.
You remember what's the guy's name, who played for us, who did the Dirty Bird a lot, who always got
Anderson.
Jamal
Anderson.
Jamal led the league in carries that year that they went to the Super Bowl. I think it was something like 380 carries.
Yeah.
And next year, the first game against Dallas, knee gone. And that's happened. That's happened to a couple of players who they ran them to death one year, then the next year they were gone. Earl, they ran him to death for 5 years.
Yeah,
That's right.
And what's the back that we had? Freeman, the little back that we had.
Yeah.
He always sought contact. He had a short career, didn't he?
Yeah. And see, Warwick Dunn knew how to avoid those straight hits, man. That's they always talk about Warwick Dunn. He never took a direct hit. He knew how to avoid that contact. But yeah, Freeman never did learn that. He wanted to go head on. Dude.
He wanted to run like a big guy, and he was a small guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because you had some other big guys. I don't know how Chuck Muncie's stats was, but Chuck was tough out there too.
Right.
What's up, Renee? Renee?
What's going on?
You got to unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Renee.
What you say, Ernest?
So it wasn't nobody tougher than kicking Zonka, though.
I don't know. Earl Campbell Zonka was tough, but Earl. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Mercury Morris. Mercury Morris was a bad boy for.
Oh yeah.
Mert.
Yeah. Good evening, fellas. Good evening.
What's going on?
Hey, look like you had a good game.
Hi. You doing
look like you had a good game, and Andy said, look like you hit the mark.
I hit it, and I hit it, and I hit it.
Okay, that's what's up.
I did. Let me pat myself on the back. Shoot, if nobody else will give me a picture, I'm going to give myself one. Yes, I actually did really well. We lost the first one. We won the second two. My scores were like 173, 184, and a 225.
225.
Right.
That sounds
NIL.
And for those who don't know, the highest you can get in bowling is a 300.
300, right.
If you get anything over 150, that's more than half. You've done a really good job. So I exceeded my expectations all 3 games. And I'm so happy. And that's why we're done early because, we were
hit that mark.
Renee put that foot on him.
Renee stumped it. I mean, stomped. So how's it going? What's going on? What were you just talking about? I came in on the tail end. I'm sorry.
We were talking about running backs. We had been discussing on our chat who was better between Derrick Henry and Earl Campbell. And we were talking about how we want to pair different backs. The next 2 backs we're going to pair are going to be Walter Payton and who did y'all say?
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's kind of tough. So I'm more familiar with Earl Campbell than the other gentleman. And as far as Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith, I'm probably more of an Emmitt Smith era than Walter Payton, although I'm familiar with him as well. But both of them were really good. So those are good ones there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is whoever sends some video on either one of those guys, we'll start doing it after this show, or from probably tomorrow. I'll send them to you too, so you can view them, and then we'll talk about it next week. Between those 2 gentlemen. But we had me, Art, and Glenn had some real good discussion on Derrick Henry and Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I want to share this with y'all. Hold on one second. This is one of the videos that we showed. And I hope this is one. They always show. They give a little preview. Look at this first stiff arm.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
We can see it.
I
We
can't
see
see
it.
it.
We
Yeah,
can
we
get it.
can't see it. Yeah.
You can't see it?
Frozen.
Why did they let us show? We showed the whole fight, but I guess with the NFL, they have they
All we
blocked.
saw was lights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
y'all
all
saw.
we
We
saw
saw
was
the
light.
whole. I guess they have some copywritten thing on some videos, but not others. The fight was an old fight. This is relatively new. So the NFL, the last things that I tried to show that was blocked was the NFL. You know.
Okay.
But anyway, if y'all go out to the chat, and Renee, I'll send it to you.
Okay, please do.
That first stiff arm was just, I'm sorry, it was like a bitch slap.
Yeah.
You know?
Derrick Henry does that to people.
Oh yeah.
And I remarked on there, if I was trying to tackle Derrick Henry, I'd try to go for his ankles, man. Because I say it'll be better grabbing dirt than eating dirt. You know, because if he stiff arm you, you're gonna eat some dirt.
That's embarrassing. What did you tell the coach when you get back to the bench?
I tried,
coach.
If he say something, I'm gonna say, get your ass out there and try to hit him. Derrick Henry ain't no joke with that stiff arm, man. He got to have the meanest stiff arm that I have ever seen.
Yeah, he does. He does.
What happened? Mike, we lost Mike for a minute. But yeah, we'll do the Walter Payton one next week and send that out to everybody. But any videos that y'all see that y'all like of them, go and send them to the group chat and we'll talk about them, you know.
Okay. When is the draft?
I'm not sure. The 25th or the 26th or something.
Yeah. Next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
Next month. Okay.
So, a little bit less than a month away.
I know I'm late getting in, and I left the house, and the Braves were losing 6-4. Did they prevail, or what was it?
You know what? We ain't got around to them yet. Let's see what's going on.
They were up, but then they somehow were down. So I don't know what the final score was. I was just wondering if you guys knew.
Is it regular season yet?
Yeah. Today's opening day. This opening day.
They played San Diego Padres.
San Diego Padres.
Yeah.
You know?
And the last
I'll find out. I'll find out.
Everybody's off the injury reserve?
Yes, I believe so.
Acuna?
Yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He played. Yes, I think he got the
Acuna played?
If I'm not mistaken, he did, but then y'all make me wonder.
We lost.
They lost 7-4 on opening day. Yep.
Yeah. We weren't at the stadium with
to the Padres. No, they was out there.
In San Diego, despite home runs from Ozzie Albies and Austin Riley, the Padres rallied in the 7th inning with a pinch hitter, Gavin Sheets tying the game with the home run and Jackson Morrell driving in. It was 4 runs.
Can y'all see that?
We see the stats.
Yeah, the scores.
Yes.
With the Braves here. Just a second. I just want to test it. I'm going to try to play this video and see will it play. This is Gavin Sheets hitting there. And y'all just tell me whether it's playing or not.
I don't mean harm, guys, but I'm over 60. I need that shit to be a little larger, okay? I'm sorry.
I can't do anything with it right now. It's not letting me do anything.
Numbers are like so small.
I understand. Let's see.
It's showing it.
Y'all can see it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see then.
It's small, but we see it. It stopped.
You see it now?
I see it, but it stopped. No video.
It froze up.
Okay, they're blocking it because it's not frozen up on my screen over here.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So
I guess major sports.
NFL,
MLB.
Yeah. Now boxing looks like some of those old ones we can see. They don't put a block on those. Now if I won't say that. I'll tell y'all later on it. I don't want to say it right now.
Hey, what's going on with Stephen A. and LeBron? What's all this?
They keep chirping back at each other. You know,
two grown men.
Both of them got ego. You know.
Yeah.
What's y'all take on it?
And they get paid to create this stuff, bro.
I think. I mean, Stephen A.
Even talk about his son.
Yeah, Stephen A. He's made it big by being a butthole, and he's controversial.
Very.
And he was on that LeBron James son stuff, relentless. You know, he just kept on it. You know, I don't really have a problem that much with what happened. I mean, I think that's the life. You know, with his son, that's life, man. People get advantages all the time. Hell, at work, you know what I mean? Nepotism, is that the word?
Yeah.
At work, all over the place.
Right.
It happens a lot in the industry. People, you know what I mean? So I ain't really that concerned about one spot in the NBA. It's about 1,000 damn positions out there or something. You do all the team. You know, if a guy's good, he gonna make it. But Stephen A. is relentless, man. He just it's one thing to talk about it, but
he beat the dead horse.
He'll beat the dead, you know. So I know most of the journalists they're gonna favor him because that's what they do. Just because you do something and you're able to do something don't mean it's right. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be going to people's personal stuff too much, man. Stephen
what personal did he go into? What did he say personal about it? Besides the basketball?
He
just
sorry. He basically
that's a basketball that he's sorry. That's basketball.
Sorry, and the only reason he got recruited for the Lakers is because of LeBron.
Right.
Yeah.
My take on it, LeBron is a grown man.
I was about to say,
daddy coming getting in the man's face like that. Stephen A. is a commentator. That's what he does. Yep. If anybody got pissed about it and wanted to confront him, it should have been Bronny, not LeBron.
Yeah, but
you don't think you'll want to defend somebody in your family?
Yeah, but he's an athlete, man.
Yeah, but
just as LeBron is.
Bronny is not younger than Stephen A. So I guess LeBron feels like I need to protect my son.
Yeah,
he said, but Stephen A. has got the most watched sports show, I guess, out of all of them, and he's on there every day talking, personalizing it. So I think he goes too far, but I know it makes some money. But I think just because you are the analyst don't mean you should be getting people's personal stuff too much. He took it.
I never heard him say anything about it. Actually, I heard him say what y'all said, but other than that, I didn't hear him say anything else.
But everybody has said that Stephen A. may have the biggest megaphone, but almost every journalist has talked about the nepotism and that the guy was not an NBA player. He should have went back to school, that he wasn't ready. Stephen A. was not the only one who talked about it. He got the biggest megaphone, though.
I didn't imply that, but Stephen A.
I'm not saying you implied it.
He took it every day for weeks. So he was on it.
LeBron is saying it from one brother to another. Let up off my son.
Don't work that way.
Yeah. Once he get into the league, it's like you putting your son with grown men. You know.
Yes.
It's like if somebody go out there and bump him out. You know, you can't go fight for him. I see both of them side, but I'm like, if anything, I'm gonna tell my son, hey, next time, give him an extra shove or something.
I'm gonna say you score some more damn points, so we don't talk about now.
He's picking on him because he's LeBron's son. That's why he's being picked on like that, right?
Shed, what's your take on it?
You know what Steven said.
You know, I can understand LeBron standing up for his son, but like we always say, you can't stand the heat. You got to get out the kitchen.
That's right.
But the thing is,
if his son was playing well enough,
and like Art said, I don't heard he's steady going on and on and on. But on the other hand, I'm like, I'm waiting also to say, okay, Bronny, when you gonna say something? Daddy done said something. When you gonna even back up Daddy?
He needs to say something with his play.
Right.
But
that's
LeBron
I want to hear him like, okay, I'm gonna stand up for
criticize
myself.
him on the court all you want.
Okay.
He was talking about the personal aspect of it.
What personal aspect?
Yeah.
Well, I can't. As far as what he said all over the few weeks, I've heard it bits and pieces of him saying thing, but I didn't.
Now, if you talk about nepotism, everybody talked about that. You know,
he got Stephen A. Smith got a way of getting personal, man. He took it.
I have to learn out what he said personal though to say.
I'm saying he was doing. He took it. He took it deeper. I was saying, damn, he's still on this. He hammering that the hell out of it. You know, it was one of those like if they don't have a major story, he'll jump on that every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he took it too far, but I guess they think it's okay. And that's the way. That's what we've evolved into. Where it's okay to say.
And then eventually they're gonna be saying, the way it's going is gonna be black versus black.
Yeah, but to approach that man, what's LeBron? 6'9", about 240.
Yeah.
Stephen A. what about 5'8", 5'9".
You know what he said?
Head.
Did you hear what Stephen said?
What?
Yeah, it made the noise. He said, "Look, if he swing on me, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna say if he would have swung on my house, he said he might beat me, but if he swing him, I'm swinging back on." He said that today.
Stephen A. probably can't even hit the man. He better fall down and sue him.
He said he might get beat, but he ain't gonna let him just swing on him.
He gonna get beat if LeBron decide to kick his butt.
But I respect the man. He said he gonna swing back.
Yeah. He's a fool. He need to run.
You ain't gonna just let
me to do it in the middle of a game.
Is you an ex-fighter? What you think about Stephen swinging back on it?
They had one game where Bronny hit about 15. I said, oh, he done woke Bronny up.
Yeah, 17 points, I think.
He had 37 in one game.
I mean, Andy, what would you do? Would you swing back on LeBron?
I grew up skinny, but man, I talked a lot.
Now,
so I would have.
I probably would have, but Stephen A. just don't look like the kind. Well, y'all, Michael remember. Michael will remember Big Debo, who played in Fridays.
Yeah,
me and him was up in the club almost going at it. I was talking to a young lady. He gonna step up like, "Hey, my name, they call me Tiny." I said, "Well, my name Alfonso May. They call me Fonzo." But we ended up being really good friends. Every time he see me out, we dap each other up, talk a little bit.
But you know how we used to say when you got with us little short folks, say, "Yeah, you might whoop me, but you
hey man,
they gonna know you've been in a fight."
What I learned, you go for them joints.
Yeah,
you go for the joints, the knees and the ankles, and you know what I mean.
No such thing.
Don't fight fair. You can't fight fair with somebody.
That's when you got to be like
my first fight was at the age of 5. I think my first fight, and all I saw was a brick and blood. Hey, that was the first thing I grabbed.
Hey, I got. And look, what they say in a fight in the martial arts, they teach you if a bear and a snake get in a fight, who's gonna win, the bigger one or the little one? That little snake can take that bear out.
Yeah. But I don't think that applies to Stephen A.
They teach in the martial
LeBron.
Arts.
Yeah, LeBron. Hey, they scared to even get in the way when LeBron come in for a layup. So I don't know.
Right.
Hey,
but anyway.
Hey, fellas, did you all know that? I know y'all don't care about stuff like this, but us ladies do. That Tiger Woods is dating Donald Trump Jr.'s wife.
I heard about that. Ex. Yeah.
Them fools, boy.
Tiger Woods is following his history. I'll put it that
Tiger
way.
Woods.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Vanessa Trump.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
He ain't dating nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, he said,
a show.
Going on.
You can have that.
Going on.
Hey, Ernest back there ain't saying nothing. Then all of a sudden, he ain't dating.
Hey, Ernest. Didn't he have a fallout when he was dating some little waitress at some little Waffle House or something? Didn't he just date some little Waffle House?
One of his ladies
when he was doing his scandalism.
Yeah.
He was in
Waffle House.
He was in about 22 deep, wasn't
he? Yeah. No kinky hair. Wasn't no kinky hair. None of them 22.
Frank hoping he was gonna come back onto our side, but no, he went.
Yeah.
Tiger
ain't never. You think Tiger gonna come back over there? Big, come on.
He ain't got him nothing but one of them little backyard queens.
Yeah.
Hey man, more power to him. Whatever.
That's more like a trailer park queen, ain't it?
Hey, when Tiger engaged, I thought Tiger was engaged. What?
He was for a minute. Then somehow I don't know what happened.
Some girl was pissed off at him because she thought they was on be engaged.
Yeah,
or
she was
something.
trying to sue him. Yeah,
she was living in his house or something. He put her out.
Yeah, that was last. Yeah. That's old.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tiger
them. Renee.
But
he wouldn't be able to handle no sister.
No.
He changed more than I changed my socks.
Hey, it was good chatting with you all, but I'm home and I got to do some things, so I have to get up early in the morning.
Early
All
in
star.
the morning. Well, hit that mark. Congratulations.
Renee, transmission.
PBA.
All right.
Congratulations on hitting that mark, Renee.
Renee,
it's showing all over.
I'll send you some of those videos too when they send them.
Thank
you. And if you have any of Walter Payton and what's it? Emmitt Smith. If you have any to send it, I'll send it to the guys on the other group too.
It was good. So I miss you guys. Have a good one.
Okay.
All right.
We see you.
Be safe.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all, it is after 10. Anybody got anything before we turn it over to Howard? Did you have a poem?
Yeah, I got one. I'm actually.
Let me ask Ernest, did he have any health stuff first?
No, I don't have anything this week.
Y'all got to start letting me know somehow that you got something instead of me asking. We'll talk about how to do that. So if you got something, I'll tell you to do it. If not, when we mention it. Go ahead, Andy.
All right, I'm gonna dedicate this to my boy George Forman. You know, I've been able to kind of look at some of George Foreman's life through the week, and I realized some things I knew, some things I didn't know. Yeah, I know y'all know other than boxing, he became an evangelist. And y'all know about his. We talked about the grill, and also I don't know if y'all knew he had a car collection, classic cars and fast cars, over about 50 cars, I think. So, but yeah, so again, I'm gonna dedicate this one to him. All right, it's called Fight and Faith. Fight and Faith. It says, "Restore me, Lord, just like the classic trucks and the cars, not hiding the scars nor the bars that imprison me, not hiding hatred in my heart from my enemies, but holding the promise of my prison and of my destiny. Lord, give me a brand new heart with a patina look, that I will not hide all the mess that I took. Let them see all of my dents when I got bent out of shape. Let them see the flaws and the imperfections that gives character to my journey. Oh, let the lessons of my learner be a wake-up call. Let me not be silent, but I may teach them all. Oh, that comes behind me, that's been abused and misused, and I refuse to let it define me. I refuse to give in to that unpardonable sin of saying, God who? Jesus who? You want me to believe in a God that I cannot see, or a Savior that came and sacrificed his life on a tree, or a Holy Spirit that lives within me? And again, I refuse to give in to that unpardonable sin, but I say, Lord, I need you. I need you like hogs need slop, like fish need water, just like I need breath. So I ask you, don't replace me, but restore me. Not to my truth, but to the youth, not to my youth, but to the truth of my glory days. Every week, Lord, may I seek all of your perfect ways. Yes, I need a revival that will change me, challenge me, charge me, and chastise me. My prayer is that you revive me. Yes, I'm coming to a point that I want to release me so that I may live again and I may love again. I may hope again and have that drive again. And finally, when all is done and the battle is won and the enemies have left my sight, tear down these walls and rebuild my cause to never give up the fight. Lord, to never give up the fight. That's it.
All right. Way to go, Andy.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Dedicated to the Big G.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howard.
George Foreman.
What planet you say you on today, man?
Man, I'm on Venus, man. I've been making this brand tour.
Okay.
And we taking this exploration all around the galaxy.
All right. Spaceship Howard, huh?
Yeah, no. But anyway, man, I just want to say, Andy, thank you. And thank each one of you for being a part of the call tonight, my brother. And let's keep doing it. And just piggyback, Andy, like, what Andy said, George Foreman, man, he left us a legacy. So I just want to continue to say, man, Big George, he taught us that it doesn't matter where you start, it's how you finish. Big George, he taught us to keep punching and take a punch and keep on pushing. Big George, he taught us that there's an invention inside each one of us. He had the George Foreman grill, but inside each one of you, there's a special gift, whether it's a poetry, whether it's a song, whether it's a show, whether it's a t-shirt, it's inside of you. Big George, he taught us It's not about retiring, but it's about refiring, redefining the greatness that's within you. That's my story tonight, and I'm sticking with it. Y'all got this. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
All right, fellas.
Well, everybody have a wonderful, spiritual, prosperous, healthy week. Positive week next week, okay?
Yes.
We see everybody next week, and get your film together and get your thoughts together on Emmitt Smith and Peyton.
Walter Payton. Yeah.
Which one of those two are the best? We haven't come to a conclusion. We on Derrick Henry. Well, we'll go around right quick and then we'll leave. Shed, Derrick Henry versus Earl Campbell.
With the stats and everything, I would say Derrick.
Okay. Ernest.
I'm gonna go with Derrick too.
Okay. Grady. Wake up, Grady.
Man, I'm gonna have to go with Earl Campbell.
Okay. Andy.
I man, Earl good, but nah, I can't go with her. I have to go with my boy.
Okay. Bro Howard?
Man, as I'm driving this space shuttle back, I gotta get some more gas, man, because I might give out of gas. But look, I'm going with Derrick Henry, man, as I'm approaching the galaxy, man. I gotta go with Derrick, because Derrick got that stiff arm. I mean, Earl just run over you, but if Derrick can put that arm on you, baby, bam!
Y'all gonna say I'm gonna call it a tie, man. Because no, I looked at it. I was getting ready to switch over to Derrick Henry because he had all those yards. He had more, but then I thought about it. They play more games now, way more games they played.
Oh yeah, that's
when
true.
Earl Campbell was the man. Earl Campbell is nastier between the tackles than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, I think, when he gets in space, that stiff arm, man, just will embarrass you. But I got to call it a tie. Both of those guys are Hall of Famers. I can't say one's better than the other, but they two of the toughest guys. You know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it. Anybody got anything to say before we go?
Wish me a safe ride back down home.
Hey, man,
make it
don't
back,
touch
bro.
that Ray that you got sitting on the side over there.
Watch out for them meteors out there now.
Baby, I'm driving this thing.
And look out for that fine alien walking across.
Yes, sir. Because you got fine aliens out here.
But you know he ain't gonna miss that, right?
All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Out of space.
All right,
I'll be getting the call.